Hello, my name is Peter, and I want to tell you a paranormal story that happened to one of my army buddies, David, when he was deployed to Iraq. In 2003, when the US invaded Iraq, David was part of a logistic unit called the 19th MMC under the 13th Corps Support Command. They were part of the second wave entering Baghdad, right after the main combat units had to clear the way. One night, David's platoon, about 40 soldiers, were ordered to secure a farm area that had just been seeing some heavy fighting. The air still carried the smell of gunpowder, and the ground was littered with bodies of fallen Iraqi soldiers, some of them Fedayeen fighters, Saddam Hussein's guerrilla of troops who fought to the last breath. Their unit was positioned on one side of a wide open farm field. They need to secure some farm buildings on the other side. This was to set up their station. The only way to reach the berm and the tree line on the far side was to cross the exposed stretch of ground. With no cover, no shadows, just moonlight and uncertainty. The plan was simple but dangerous. Half the platoon would move first, sprinting across the open field while the others stayed behind to provide overwatch and cover fire if needed. Their platoon sergeant warned them, "Sprint fast. We don't know if there are still enemy fighters hiding nearby." The thought of getting caught in an Iraqi machine gun crossfire haunted everyone. As the first group dashed halfway through the moonlight field, David heard someone stumble and fall on his left. Then came a sharp cry. A soldier screamed and began crawling frantically across the field. David froze, waiting for the sound of enemy gunfire. But the night remained silent. No shots, no movement. He and another soldier ran to drag the man to safety. Once across, they checked for injuries. Nothing. No wounds, no blood. Just a terrifying soldier trembling and gasping, unable to speak. After everyone safely crossed the field, the platoon sergeant and squad leader rushed over and demanded to know what happened, cursing under their breath at the downed soldier. Everyone was tense and angry. His screams could have given away their position to any enemy still nearby. The soldier didn't respond. He just stared ahead, eyes wide with terror, lips trembling, as he muttered something no one could understand. Later that night, while on guard duty, that same soldier turned to David and said, "Can I tell you something? You might not believe me." David nodded cautiously. That soldier said, "When we were running across that field, I saw the dead Iraqis got up. Those Iraqi soldiers, they stood up and started running toward me. I felt them grab me, pull me down. They were talking, pleading in Arabic. Their faces were twisted and confused, like they didn't know they were dead. They saw that I could see them. They asked me questions, like they wanted help. That's when I started screaming and crawling away." David's blood ran cold. He wasn't sure what to think. Maybe the soldier was just exhausted, running on a few days without sleep, or still in shock from everything that had happened. It could have been a hallucination, he thought. Just the mind playing tricks after so much stress and not enough rest. But then the soldier, as if he could read David's thought, said softly, "I've seen spirits my whole life. They usually leave me alone, but this was different." David stayed silent for a moment, unsure how to respond. Finally, he said, "My family comes from the mountains of Laos. My grandparents believed in animism, that spirits live in everything and everywhere. When the spirit is restless, you have to make peace with them." He paused and added, "Next time, keep the crackers from your MRE in your pocket. If you see them again, crumble some and offer it to them. Tell them it's for peace and to feed them." The following night, their unit had to move through the same field again. Everything went smoothly. No enemy fire, no panic. After they crossed, that same soldier came to David. Breathing heavily, he said, "They came again. Those same Iraqi dead soldiers. They saw me and they started to run." I took the crackers from my pocket, crushed them in my hand, and whispered that I don't know how to help them, but this was an offering. As soon as the crumbs hit the ground, they stopped. They stood there and they watched me until they faded into the darkness. David never forgot that night. He said it wasn't the bullets or the bombs that haunted him. It was the silence of that field and the souls that still linger there, waiting for someone to acknowledge that they were gone. Some ghosts don't hunt places, they hunt memories. And sometimes the only peace they find is when the living remember to feed the dead.